Shalom Israel. First of all, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakadash, the ones of the apostles, and also great millstone to teach us His truth, peace, and blessing to all planet Israel, and Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Ba'Shem means the name, and Yahushai is the name of the only begotten Son. Back with a lesson, and today getting off to Amazon 1, and how these devils are preparing and conditioning the people for this digitized system, this digital currency. Going to use this quick article, a few scriptures that came to mind, and that's going to be a lesson, not long at all. This is The Verge. Amazon expands its palm recognition payment tech to more of its stores. And go back to that one lesson I made on my main channel, Hopeful Like 2484, which, to my main channel, it got a second strike, so it's, ultimately taken down for 2 weeks. Trying to appeal it, Lord wanted it gets appealed, but if not, it is what it is. But gonna get back on track. But going into Amazon 1, went to that video a couple months ago, going to how you can scan and pay with just the palm of your hand, and it's ultimately leading up to you, or them changing this whole cash-based currency into a digital system, a digital currency. As you see, they're already preparing and conditioning people for it. Starting to take away manned cash registers, implementing more self-checkout aisles, NFL only taking credit card, and Amazon One allowing you to pay with your hand. So we see what these devils are doing, and what they're ultimately planning to do, but it's going down. So real quick, it will soon be available in 12 of its locations. Amazon One, the technology that lets customers pay in shops by scanning their palm. Also, what does that sound like? With the RFID chip, you just scan in your hand. Is expanding to more stores in the greater Seattle area. The company says it's available starting today in its 4-store in Linewood, and in the coming weeks, Amazon One is also coming to its Amazon bookstores in Bellevue and its 4-star and pop-up stores in South Lake Union. In total, 12 of Amazon's physical stores will soon feature the technology, and they're talking about implementing it into more stores. So you see what these devils are trying to do, conditioning and preparing the people for this mark of the beast, the RFID chip. Getting them used to scanning with their hand, leading up to you needing this RFID chip to buy and to pay for things. The e-commerce giant announced its palm recognition Amazon One system last year. It works by scanning your hand and identifying its unique characteristics like surface area details and vein patterns. Palm scanning technology has been around for a few years, and it's pretty secure as biometric security methods go, though there are concerns about how Amazon might use the data gathered as part of the system. They're probably going to use it, for their own use. These devils never trust an enemy. But this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads, going into this RFID chip. The mark in the right hand and the mark in the forehead, which is going to Elon Musk, bringing on that brain chip, Neuralink. Going down, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you won't be able to buy or sell without this RFID chip. And as you see, they're slowly starting to make ways towards a digital currency. Amazon One, where you can just scan and pay with just the palm of your hand. In other areas, starting to go digital. Russia, China, Sweden. It's showing you that this is leading up to the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. Which I'm going to go into Revelation chapter 14, verse 9 and 10 to go into the judgment. This is verse 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, and if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So either hand you take it in, you will be destroyed. Verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. He will be destroyed by his thermonuclear missiles, man. You will be utterly destroyed. There is no if or buts about it. You have a lot of Jakes trying to, sugarcoat, this judgment and acting like, nothing's gonna happen, by saying, oh, I'm gonna take the chip in my right hand instead of my left. Let's just go back to, Revelation chapter 16, verse 16. To receive a mark in the right hand or in the forehead. So, like, it got the hand mixed up. But, let's say they take it in your left hand, because it says you'll take it in your right. I was trying, Jake trying to be smart, man. But you see right here, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. So either hand you take it in, you will be destroyed, man. There's no sugarcoat in this judgment that you will receive for taking this mark of the beast, man. But in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, lest Satan should get revenge of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We see what this devil is, planning and ultimately trying to do. As you see with this Amazon 1, where you can just scan it with the palm of your hand, slowly preparing and conditioning people for the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. So we see what he's trying to do. Let's say to get revenge of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We see what he's doing. But this last scripture I'm pulled out is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, Esau Edom, so called him in the day, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So these devils know their time is running out, and they know they have but a short time. That's why you see them rushing and implementing their plans and putting them into action. Rushing this vaccine, and you see, rushing towards a digital currency, to pushing towards, so-called safety, to get people on board with taking it, and just get on board in general. So, 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We see what he is trying to do, man. But ultimately, on lesson, just make a, quick update going to Amazon 1, which I made a lesson going to this a few months back. But I see, they're making more progress, towards implementing this into many different stores, and we'll see where this, leads to, which we all know is lead up to the RFID chip. But we see if they implement this into different stores. We're going to see how this plays out. But, ultimately on the lesson, Lord wants edifying. I want to close out. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Al-Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, the bars of the apostles, and else great Muslim who teach us this truth. Peace and blessing to all of Israel, and Shalom.